Hey everyone, this is Michael with a general reading intended for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of November 2020. I do hope that this video finds you well, whether you're watching it for yourself or cross-watching for another individual with Cancer placements. I do appreciate all of you who have supported this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It does help this channel grow and allows me to keep putting out these messages here on YouTube, which I greatly appreciate and enjoy, so thank you all who have joined me along this journey. I am so grateful for all of you. I do have all of my links in the description box down below, including the astrology post that I will be referencing throughout this video. It has all of the aspects and transits listed out by date, so you don't have to remember any of the dates I'll be talking about. It's all available to you on my website. And I also have my links for personal readings and Reiki sessions available as well. I may be taking some time off this month, just kind of putting that out there, so that's kind of on a tentative basis right now, kind of first come, first serve. So if you're interested in booking something, now might be the time. Otherwise, I'm sure I will be back very shortly. I do want to shuffle and see what comes up for you, and as I'm going to be doing that, I think I'm just going to start talking about the astrology for November, because it is not messing around. The end of the year is really coming to a bit of a crescendo. We have 3 planets that are going to be going direct in November. We're actually starting eclipse season, and we are also having planets join together, which very rarely do so. We have a Jupiter and Saturn conjunction that's actually happening in December, but the reason I think it's worth mentioning now is that for 200 years or so, Jupiter and Saturn have been coming together in Earth signs. This year it's been Capricorn, and in December they're going to start transiting through air signs, or meeting in air signs, which is going to be Aquarius for this year. And this is a cycle that changes over every 200 or so years, so it's kind of a big deal that this is going to be happening towards the end of the year, when we already have these these eclipses and just a lot of things going on in the world right now. I think people can really feel the tension, they can really feel the shift that is happening. You don't need to be an astrologer to kind of see what we're talking about here. We are starting off November with a full moon in October, or on October 31st, and that is actually going to be in the sign of Taurus. And it is going to be conjoined or joining with the planet Uranus as well. And Uranus is known as the Great Awakener. And that is what has been shifting up our sense of stability, shaking us awake, so to speak. And it's really been quite challenging energy this year, hasn't it? I think in part due to that Uranus transit. And with this full moon, we're going to be getting a lot of information that's kind of a wake-up call. And Mercury is also going to be going direct in the sign of Libra on November 3rd, which is really interesting because that's election day. We should definitely expect delays, kind of a bit of catch-up, to be honest with you, and I think there's just going to be a ton of headlines and information torrenting at us at once. So just some things to be aware of. I'm not gonna lie, with Mars also being retrograde as well and going direct on the 14th, and Neptune going direct on the 29th, people are gonna be at their worst. I think we just need to kind of accept that, especially with Mars being in the opposite sign, Aries, with all this Libra energy that we are still gonna be in November. So really, really interesting stuff. I'm really curious to see how this is all going to play out. I'm sure there's going to be conflict of some kind. There's going to be tension. It's going to be loud, okay? And we might even feel like there's a bit of an echo from the past, because there's a lot of aspects, Saturn and Jupiter conjunctions, as well as the Pluto and Saturn conjunction, right? No, Pluto and Jupiter conjunction, that we had at the start of this year, and it's been shaking us up in very wild ways. And what makes it different this time is those outer planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune, they're all direct now. And so even though we might be coming full circle, it's like we are coming from a higher perspective, and there is more of the sense of like, okay, now what? So it's going to be really interesting to see how all of this unfolds for 2021. I've only just started looking at the astrology a couple weeks ago for next year. I think it's still going to be a little bit rocky, but it does feel like there's some progress that is made. But we've really just started off with quite an unprecedented decade, haven't we? So what are the messages for Taurus? Almost have all we need here. And we're going to be looking at the first half of November 1st, and then we'll take a look at the second half of the month in just a moment here. So we have the Temperance card and the Sun coming out in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Wands here. So something about the timing is just off coming into the month of November. There could have been something that you were sort of looking forward to that gets delayed. I could potentially see that with the Temperance and the Sun card in reverse, or honestly, possibly even canceled. There is just something that isn't ready yet. The divine timing is not quite ready, and it could actually be talking about love here with this Knight of Cups in reverse. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have Leo and Sagittarius energy on the table as well. This is really interesting. And I'm trying to think. With the energy this month, Cancer, the way this is going to be affecting you, we're going to be in Scorpio season, which is your 9th house, your horizons. Some of you may be thinking about traveling, moving to another country or a different part of the country. Maybe expanding your horizons or broadening your horizons. I definitely see that with the Three of Wands. It really does feel like there's just something that's delayed. It doesn't feel like something has been cut off completely, but there's some sort of distance between you and it for now. You're looking off into the horizon. You still feel like something is coming, something good is on the way. And maybe that is kind of punctuated with this loss of something as well. Or honestly, even sort of this dark or depressed period, I'm not gonna lie, but you still manage to have this light at the end of the tunnel, so I'm not so worried about it. There's still something that you're looking forward to. You still feel that something is about to change, something is coming into the horizon for you. Let's kind of pull some more clarifiers and see what this is about. What is this Three of Wands indicating? What is coming for Cancer? What is Cancer looking forward to? Interesting. So the Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Swords. Again, this energy of waiting with the Four of Swords. Some of you are actually just being given an opportunity to rest by the universe. And it might even be coming as a welcome surprise for some of you. It's like, oh, thank God. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty tired. I don't necessarily want to deal with all this stuff right now. And it's like something gets canceled or something gets delayed or extended. And it's giving you time. And it's also helping you figure out how you want to invest your energy or resources in the long term with the Seven of Coins. Maybe some of you are actually going to be making an investment in this first half of the month. I definitely recommend doing that after Mercury goes retrograde. Some of you may have already done this investment though, and that's fine. I do feel like there is something very promising coming in. It's just gonna take some time. And some of you might be feeling a little impatient from time to time with this transition, but I do feel like ultimately the sun is still on its way for you. You are gonna have this moment of glory. It's just not supposed to happen quite yet. It's not ready now. And with this Knight of Cups, this could be talking about someone you are very close to, or it could just be your own energy as well. Maybe you had dreamed of something going very easily for yourself, or you didn't think that things would be so challenging or constrained, but I still feel like there is something good that is finding its way towards you, and that could be a relationship, it could be money, whatever it is that you're manifesting for yourself, Cancer, it is still coming. It's just there might be some delays or hiccups along the way, and it's not divine timing quite yet. So let's pull an animal card and get some more advice here, and then we will look at the second half of the month. Tiger. Yeah, this is sort of this energy of something lurking in the shadows. You can kind of see it or feel it. Or maybe this is your own energy. You're still waiting for the right moment to strike. You're waiting for the right moment to reveal yourself here. And I think it's an important time to really connect with your intuition, especially as we are in Scorpio season. It is making you quite intuitive, have almost like this feline intuition about you. And you're really connecting with your magic. So that's interesting. It's like you're manifesting something for the future. You kind of know it's not right now, that it's going to be coming through. Some of you are also finding healing. You're healing yourself, or you're having a hard time healing yourself. And that's going to be happening for you a bit further down the road as well. And I'm trying to think. That actually makes sense, the healing thing. We are going to be entering Sagittarius season towards the end of the month, which is your 6th house, your house of health and routine. Could even be talking about the end of November or beginning of December, where you're making some sort of progress. Or adopting some new routines for your wellness. But let's look at the second half of November. Where is all this leading you? Okay, that's good. Where's all of this leading for Cancer? Show me clearly, please. We already have a 2 of Swords in reverse. I do feel like a blockage is opening. Whoever has been delaying something or blocking something off for you, it's like the swords are being lifted. So something does feel like it's opening up. It does feel like you are moving again. You're no longer in purgatory or limbo. You're finally free to start moving forward. Show me more, show me more. The Fool in reverse. And the 2 of Cups. If this is talking about a relationship for some of you, I almost wonder if it's like a situation where you're separated by borders right now. Or there's some sort of geographical or emotional distance between the 2 of you, but it actually feels physical somehow. It just feels like, again, there's something about the timing here that's not quite right with this Fool card in reverse. It's like, it's not ready to take the leap. Or it's not fully ripe. And it's also encouraging you to be patient as well. Don't go rushing towards something or someone quite yet. Be like this tiger. Be stealthy. Really own your power and feel it in your body. With this new moon in your 9th house, in Scorpio on the 16th, I believe, that really is a powerful opportunity for you to manifest travel or movement or new or wider horizons for yourself. And then with this eclipse in Sagittarius, where does that fall for you? That's not your 10th house, is it? Sorry, one moment. Let me do the math here. Forgive me. Scorpio is your 5th house. So this is about your passions. And maybe creating something from your passions. Creativity is very important for you, but there is this thing with travel as well. I feel like right now you're still building a life for yourself with your routines, with the Sagittarian energy. And there could be some harsh lessons in relationships, to be completely honest with you. Because I believe there are some squares with Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter all in Capricorn right now, your opposite sign. there could be some lessons that are actually helping you find a partnership that you really want, or creating a partnership that you really want. Wheel of Fate in reverse. Yeah, again, there's something about timing here. The timing is off. I do feel like, though, there is this move that you're trying to make, and it's just not supposed to happen right now. It's like something else needs to happen first, and it's something you're not even aware of yet. If you're feeling like you're stuck in your life, or you're having a hard time moving forward or out of a situation, it could be because you don't have all the information that you're supposed to have yet. Let's see. With Neptune in Pisces, you are dreaming about travel a lot, and I think that's that travel thing, or going someplace else. You do have the Empress with Judgment in reverse. Could be involving a Taurus or Libra individual. I feel like there is this calling that you might be ignoring. And there's a lot of stability and abundance that is supposed to come from this. It's almost like you're supposed to go in this direction and you're not sure why. You might feel like your intuition is trying to bring you into a certain situation or go down a certain path, and it doesn't make logical sense to you right now. But it ends up leading you to everything you're trying to manifest or create for yourself that you're unable to do. That's really interesting. I feel like some of you are really open to love, or really trying to create love, either with someone who's already in your life or bringing in someone new. And again, it just kind of feels like a timing thing, just to be completely honest with you. I mean, we are in a pandemic right now. We are probably going to be experiencing some lockdowns depending on where you are in the world, just to be honest. So that might be kind of blocking something for now, but it doesn't feel like it's forever. Let's pull an animal card here. What is the animal wisdom? Stingray. You kind of have to just move through the currents, even if it's uncomfortable right now. And when I see the Stingray card, we're looking a lot at the spine here and the chakras. Some of you really should be doing yoga or Reiki. Anything that can help you find alignment in your being is going to be really helpful. But it's like you're kind of developing your spine, your sense of self. And you also need to kind of bend or move with this energy. For some reason, I am getting this sense that a lot of you watching this are either dealing with a lot of Saturn transits or Saturn return, and that's bringing up some harsh lessons for you right now, or just like a test of patience. But I do see some beautiful blessings coming in your way eventually with this Empress and the Two of Cups. Specifically about relationships, can also be about abundance as well. But it's like you're supposed to be learning from the shadows with this tiger energy. You're supposed to be doing your shadow work right now. So I do want to pull one more card, and I'm actually going to be pulling a color healing card for you. You are welcome to use this color in whatever way feels right to you. I'm just going to be reading it straight from the book. I find that that's pretty helpful. It offers some pretty good exercises, but the limits are your own imagination here. So what is the healing color for Cancer? What is the healing frequency to Cancer? Show us clearly, please. Interesting. Watermelon. Have fun with your inner child. We were talking about shadow work a moment ago. I feel like some of you need to actually be connecting with your inner child and doing inner child work as well. So let's see. Watermelon is a color of softness, gentleness and compassion that encourages affection, self-acceptance, and kindness. Its spirit of fun and easy access to your inner child assists people who suffer from low self-esteem, loneliness, and sadness. Watermelon also encourages generosity, healing, and understanding. Allow watermelon rays to awaken your joyous, playful nature. It's time to nourish and nurture your inner child. What exciting things can you do today that will make you laugh and enjoy yourself? Your inner child needs to have fun and play to feel healthy. Close your eyes and visualize yourself as a small child. Ask this child, what would be fun for you to do today? The child may say, I want to go out and throw a ball in the park. He or she or they may want to play a game, eat ice cream, or buy a toy. Listen and follow. Before you go to sleep, visualize this child surrounded in a soft watermelon color as it rests peacefully. Say, Divine Intelligence, please assist me to connect to my fun, easygoing, enthusiastic nature so I can spread joy and laughter wherever I go. And Cancer, this kind of tells me that for a lot of you, it's like you feel like you can only be happy if your life is totally different or your life completely changes. And I think you're really being encouraged to kind of find happiness where you are right now, even if it's just in the little things, even if it's just in treating yourself to a little indulgence or doing something kind for yourself or just connecting to that soft energy. I don't think there's any rushing through this. And it's almost like the finger trap. The more and more you're trying to pull forward or go ahead, the more stuck you actually become. You need to kind of connect to yourself, go within. That's going to be the thing that provides freedom and relief for you, at least in the month of November. So I do hope that these messages were helpful for all of you. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Comment down below, what are you going to do for your inner child? What are you going to do for yourself that is kind and gentle on yourself this month? Make it a commitment. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, Cancer, and have a blessed and safe November.